Good morning, everybody. Good morning, rise and grind. Rise and grind on this brisk, very brisk, thirsty Thursday morning. Yes, rise and grind, everybody. Game time, Brian, otherwise known as. Yes, we're back today. We're back on the grind. Time is flying. We're almost, what is it, October 10th? Lordy, lordy. I think it's the 10th. Put in the comment. I think I know it's the 10th. Is it the 10th? 10th? I don't know. It's close. Somewhere around the 10th. Time is flying, everybody. Yes, indeed it is. Not a lot going on. We got the local teams on the bye week. Shout out to the Mets. They're hot. The Phillies are not. Baseball is that type of sport. Kind of like football, people. I keep telling everybody. Everybody's worried about, oh my God, we're getting a leg up in the division. Who cares? I'm either in the playoffs or I'm out of the playoffs. As you see now that they added an extra playoff spot, the last 2 years, the World Series opponents have been wild card teams. Yes, the hard work by the teams that put in the work all year, like the Braves did, now like the Phillies did, they're out. They are out. You're playing a team who's already won a playoff round. That's not a good recipe. Listen, that's what we're moving towards. We're moving towards wild card teams winning Super Bowls. The Giants did it. A lot of teams. Very few. It's very, very hard to do to go wire to wire, which is why I tell everybody with the whole Minnesota Vikings thing, odds are way in my favor that they're not going to be the last one standing. That's just facts. Stand on my 2 feet, facts. All 10 toes. I have 10. Yes, I have 10. 10 toes. Well, I guess it's a big toe, right? A pinky toe. They're all toes. Anyway, oh shit. But yes, wild card teams, Mets would not have made the playoffs, but this new system, the Phillies last year would not have made the playoffs. New system allows you to go in, play a wild card round. Now, the truth be told, the Mets have been on a roll for a while, but shout out to the Mets. I wanted to cover that. Philly, it's upsetting because Phillies are very talented, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Everybody wants to, give me the hot team going into the playoffs. That's what you need to be. Hot team going into the playoffs. Circling back, Vinny. We're going to circle back to the football. Now the Bills are in on Davante Adams. Yes, the Buffalo Bills. They're all. Davante's not coming to Dallas, people. Again, I'm fine with it. I really am. I've been telling you about the Jalens. I've been telling you about Jalen Tolbert. I've been telling you about Jalen Brooks. We got Ryan Flournoy in the mix. He got a few snaps. Not a lot of snaps. Kevontae Turpin. We got plenty of guys who can get open. We don't have that elite guy. But I would personally like to stop it with the running backs. We got plenty of running backs on the roster. Some being used, some not. Last game showed you that we have plenty of running that could win a game against the number 1 rushing defense. That everybody's backing off of that now, saying, well, Justin Fields. Okay. I got news for you. If Dallas were to get stopped at the goal line and not score that touchdown, see, you can't beat a good team. That star on the helmet thing, it just really bothers people. And it should. It really should. You should be able to take a deep breath, process that Dallas won a good game against a good team. I'm not saying that Justin Fields is a great quarterback, but literally just last week we were headlines all around sports was, wow, Justin Fields is finally being coached right. Okay. Now we walk it back, right? And then if we win this week, maybe we'll get it. But again, there were a 3-1 team when we played them. That's all we could do. We need to keep our blinders on and move forward and not listen to the noise coming from the cheap seats. That being said, tonight's game, we got the 49ers, who are dealing with exactly what I told you they would be dealing with. You got McCaffrey warming up on the sideline. I hope he tries to play. Good, because I don't think they're that great of a team. I think there's a lot of chinks in the armor. Plus the gods. I'm sorry. Am I allowed to? Karma. Same thing. Karma. Karma is real, people. Super Bowl hangover is real. Just ask all the losing Super Bowl teams about it. They will tell you. You don't mentally want to believe it, but when the season's all said and done, Super Bowl hangover is real. Tell me I'm wrong. Bang, bang. It's not your fault, bang, bang. It's not. I haven't seen bang, bang in a while. Bang, bang, 49er fan. Where you at, brother? You were normally respectful to me. You're welcome back. I'm not going to... Me and my people aren't going to laugh at you for losing. That's not what we do. Other fan bases might. Or lay in the weeds until something bad happens. Because, well, I told you. Yeah. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to call it week to week and tell you good performance, bad performance. The more and more I hear about the Brandon Ayuk thing, it is crazy. He was traded to the Steelers. He was gone. And they went to Brandon Ayuk, a Kyle flat brim Shanahan. Kyle, as soon as he got wind that the trade was agreed upon, he ran up to the, my guess, John Lynch's office, or whoever the hell is running the team, and said, hold up, because he knows. He's hanging on by a thread. Flat brim is hanging on by a thread. Kyle can't win the big game, you know. And they went down and talked to Ayuk on the field and said, we need to know by the end of practice what you're doing. We got a trade in place to send you to the Steelers. Or you could take the deal that's on the table. And he goes, well, I want to be here, so we took the deal that's on the table. Okay. Shout out to Brandon Ayuk for not resetting the market. You know, he wanted to be with the team and he stayed. I like a guy like that. You know, I like a guy like that. You know, every position don't have to reset the market. You want to be a part of this organization, you got to give a little back. But then again, let's be honest. The 49ers have showed that they will put the money back in the team. I mean, let's just look. Debo, Ayuk, Kittle, Trent Williams, Bosa, Warner, McCaffrey. I mean, it goes on and on. Please add more names that I forgot. And yet they still can't win a Super Bowl. Again, hot team, people. The Eagles won a Super Bowl a few years ago. Their one Super Bowl that they've ever won. Hot team. I say that the Super Bowl that they lost with Jalen Hurts was more talented than that team. I don't know. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that the Jalen Hurts team that lost on the final drive of the Super Bowl was not more talented than the Nick Foles team. I'll wait. I know the answer. I mean, you could say, no, Nicky Six for life. No. Eagles, they weren't as talented. They got hot, people. They got hot. They were a good team. They put up a good record, but they got hot when it counted, and that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold says so. I could actually do a decent Stone Cold, but I'm a little congested right now. So, but yeah, we'll be streaming the game tonight. Channel members, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to make it a channel member Zoom, because Phil's involved in some hurricanes down in Florida. My prayers go out to everybody. I think it's more on the Tampa side, but I know Phil's getting a lot of winds and everything. Where Phil lives, he should be fine. A little worried about Mike Tagg. I see he's got water behind him. Hopefully he's good. We'll see. But we'll be streaming tonight. We're going to keep it on the upcoming week's games and the game in hand. No crapping on my Dallas Cowboys or any team for that matter. We're going to look ahead to this weekend. That's what we're going to do. Look ahead and talk about the game that we're watching. I would appreciate that for whoever wants to be involved. Make it a good experience for everybody, not just one person, and keep people engaged. Deal with the chat. You know, that's why I love Loyal Cowboy when he's on, because I understand that he knows he's a channel member Zoom call, but he will also pull up the chat and look and say, oh, yo, thanks, JoJo, or Brad Harris, thanks, appreciate it, or answer questions. Sometimes people forget that there's people watching in the chat. So, Loyal, I appreciate you, brother. But yes, we will be streaming tonight's game, and then I'm going to stream the Eagle game. I'm going to stream the Eagle game. I'll make that a channel member Zoom as well. And then we will, me and Phil, I guess, or me, myself, whatever, we'll be doing the Dallas Cowboys post game immediately following. So I have it set, but, you know. So that's the schedule laid out. I'm going to try and do something with Mark Holmes. We've been trying to do something, but yesterday was a wasted day for me as far as YouTube. I needed a whole day to decompress. I've been under a lot of stress lately, so I'm sorry if it's shown. We laid to rest one of my childhood friends, younger than me, veteran, Marine veteran, police chief. Rough day here, but I was talking to the mother. She hadn't seen me in years, and I could tell. She's an elderly lady, but she looked at me, and I said, you don't remember who I am. And then she stared at me for 5 seconds, and then she started crying hysterically. Yes, I'm glad I was there for her. We had a few great moments. I talked to his wife. I saw some friends I hadn't seen in a while. So it was nice, if you understand what I mean. Nice it's nice to be able to reconnect with a couple people. And the older I get, the more I realize that's what life's about. Life flies by fast. I can't believe it. I feel so young. Yeah, I look in the mirror and I'm like, geez, people think I'm old, and you look around, right? I'll go to the cemetery and I'm like, wow, I remember coming here as a kid and I looked the same way, and it's been 25 years. So what does that mean? Well, that means it's gonna be like a blink of an eye when I'm in a cemetery. And I'm not trying to be morbid, but that's just the reality of the situation. That's why I don't need to be stressed day in and day out over stupid shit, man. I really don't. I gotta decide what kind of channel I want to have. I try and be nice and let everybody in, but the negative has got to go. We could talk about the game at hand. Maybe we just got smoked by the Lions. Lions are treating this like every team, but more so this is their Super Bowl. So I'm not going to predict the Dallas win, but I think they can keep it close. Again, I think the Lions are the type of team that could take advantage of our deficiencies. And as much as I enjoyed the win against the Steelers, I think it's going to say something to the front office like, wow, we don't necessarily need to do anything. We just did that, and that's what's going to happen. It just calls off the dogs for one more week. That's how I look at it. I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm going to root for them to win every game. I hope we beat the Lions. I just think it's a very, very tough spot. Very tough spot. I think the Lions want revenge from the Monday night game that, I can't stand the Lions coach. I like him as a player. I like his motivational skills, but I just don't like his, I think it's going to wear thin if they don't win a Super Bowl. The good thing is I think they are going to get to the Super Bowl this year. If I had to predict, I think they're a better team than Minnesota. Not as of yet, and their defense can be had. Their defense has given up chunk yardage, so it'll be very interesting. Very, very interesting. I know coming out of the Pittsburgh game, a lot of my there's a decent amount of haters of Dak Prescott and he's choker and all this on my channel. And Mike Tomlin, we all respect Mike Tomlin, right? just listen to what Mike Tomlin had to say about Dak Prescott. Now, I need more in the playoffs. I get it. But Mike Tomlin knows the deal about team game, and everybody's got to be behind the rock. Keep pushing the rock one way or it's not going to work. That's what it's about. Coaching matters. I sure wish we had Mike Tomlin, regardless of the result on Sunday Night Football. I wish Mike Tomlin was my head coach. Damn right. He loves Dak Prescott, appreciates everything that Dak Prescott has done. So for that, I appreciate Mike Tomlin for giving Dak a little bit of praise, because it doesn't happen often. But with that being said, everybody, I will talk to everybody later on my lunchtime chat. Yes, my lunchtime chat. Let me get my parking spot right here, because if you didn't leave me enough room, Skank Mo. So yes, probably 3 o'clock, lunchtime chat, live from the mail truck. Game Time Brian, otherwise known as 8.